been doing this stuff for 60 years, and now at 78, somebody's saying I'm fine. I'm like...
Let me tell you a secret. They Dante put in the movie scripts. The most heroic role you'll ever play. IS&T, fighting ghosts, or saving the city. It's saving yourself from the slow fade. At 80 years young, I've learned that age isn't a cage, it's a gym. And how you train in it determines whether you spend your days confined or breaking new personal records. You know me as Winston Zedmore, the guy you call when things get weird, but the...
1998, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. 2011, I was diagnosed with rectal...
Part 1V been preparing for my whole life is being the steadfast captain of this ship. My body, my mind, my spirit. This isn't about chasing a ghost of your youth. That's a phantom. This is about building a man who doesn't need to chase anything, because he's already arrived, strong and present, right here, right now. So, listen up. I'm Earnie Hudson, and these are the 5 things I do to not just stay fit at 80, but to be fitter, sharper, and more alive than I was at 50. The foundation of it all, the very first brick you have to lay, is all about perception. Principle 1. You must fire the old casting director in your head. C. Society has a script for a man my age. It's a supporting role at best. The kindly, slow-moving grandfather figure who offers wisdom from a rocking chair. I read that script years ago and threw it in the recycle bin. You have to understand your mind is the ultimate producer of your life. Every single morning you walk onto the set and you decide, is today a drama about limitation or an action-adventure about discovery? I choose the adventure. I don't get old. I level up. I don't maintain. I build. This mental pivot is everything. It transforms a healthy meal from a punishment into high-octane fuel for the next mission. It turns a weightlifting session from a chore into a privilege to profound, exhilarating privilege of feeling your muscles respond, of hearing your body say, "We're still in the game, boss." This isn't just positive thinking. This is strategic command. You have to visualize the vibrant, powerful, capable 80-year-old you are destined to be with such clarity that your body has no choice but to follow the director's cue. Now, let's talk about the physical machinery. This is where theory meets the road. Principle 2. I've been an athlete my whole life, but the game evolves. At 80, you're not training for the beach, you're training for life. My regimen is a 3-part harmony: strength, mobility, and relentless consistency. The strength work is non-negotiable. It's a direct war against sarcopenia, the silent thief that steals your muscle and your independence under the cover of night. I lift weights, not to impress anyone, but to send a message to my body that we are not surrendering. Compound movements are the key squats, presses, rows. They don't just build isolated muscles. They build a body that works as one integrated, powerful unit, just like it was designed to. But strength without mobility is just a statue. That's the second part of the harmony. Before I even look at a barbell, I've moved every joint through its full, glorious range. Hip circles, spinal twists, shoulder rotations. This isn't a warm-up, it's a systems check. You're oiling the hinges of a priceless antique door so it swings smoothly for another 100 years. And the final, most crucial note in this harmony: consistency. This is the secret weapon they don't sell you. I'd rather do 45 focused minutes 5 days a week than a brutal 3-hour marathon that leaves me wrecked for a week. It's the relentless, gentle, daily pressure that forges an unbreakable foundation. It's the compound interest of vitality. Of course, you can't build a cathedral with cheap bricks. Principle 3. Eat to fuel the temple, not to feed the demons. Nutrition isn't about denial, it's about reverence. I think of my body as a classic Cara, 1943 model, to be exact. You wouldn't pour low-grade dirty fuel into a finely tuned engine. My diet is my premium high-octane fuel. I focus on a holy trinity: protein, plants, and purity. Protein is the building block. With every meal, I'm taking in a clean source of ET eggs, wild-caught fish, lean chicken, lentils. It's the raw material that patches up the micro-tears from training and shouts to my metabolism, "Hold on to this muscle, we're still building with it." Then come the plants. I aim for a riot of color on my plate. It's not just for the vitamins, it's for the phytonutrients, the antioxidants. They are the special forces that fight inflammation, the silent, systemic fire that ages you from the inside out. And purity means I actively avoid the processed junk. Sugar, refined flour, Industrial seed oils, they're the sludge that gums up the engine. They create brain fog, fuel inflammation, and add a metabolic burden your body shouldn't have to carry at 20, let alone 80. This isn't a temporary diet. It's a lifelong covenant with the food that powers my purpose. Now, here's the principle that took me the longest to learn, but it might be the most profound. Principle 4, master the sacred art of deep restoration. You see, you don't get stronger in the gym, you get broken down in the gym. You get stronger when you rest. This is where the real magic of repair happens. For me, this has two non-negotiable parts: sacred sleep and stress sovereignty. I protect my sleep like it's the most important business meeting of my day. 7 to 8 hours in a dark, cool, quiet room. This is when my body produces human growth hormone, repairs tissue, and consolidates memory. It's not a luxury, it's a biological imperative. The other side of the coin is stress sovereignty. I've been in the entertainment business for decades. I know all about rejection, pressure, and impossible deadlines, but I've learned to be the gatekeeper of my own peace. I don't let the outside chaos become my internal reality. I meditate. I sit in my garden and just breathe. I laugh deeply with my family. Unmanaged stress floods your system with cortisol, a hormone that literally tells your body to break down muscle, store dangerous belly fat, and accelerate the aging process. My commitment to rest isn't a sign of slowing down. It's the strategic, intelligent recalibration that allows me to keep performing at my peak. All of this discipline, all of this focus, leads to the fifth and final principle, the one that gives all the others their soul and meaning. Principle 5, cultivate an unbreakable tribe and a compelling purpose. Fitness is not a solitary pilgrimage, it's a team sport. Isolation is a poison to the human spirit, especially as the years add up. I have a tribe, I have training partners who count on me showing up. I have friends who check in. I have a family that needs me to be present, strong, and engaged. They hold me accountable. They share the struggle and the joy. They are the laughter that makes the effort worthwhile. But beyond the tribe, you need a North Star. You need a why that gets you out of bed on the mornings when motivation is thin. For me, it's my son and my grandchildren. It's my craft. It's the next script, the next role, the next opportunity to step on a set and contribute something meaningful. It's the simple, profound desire to get down on the floor and build a Lego tower with my grandson, and then get back up again under my own power with a smile on my face. Your purpose is the engine of your discipline. On the days when willpower wanes, purpose is the deep, resonant reason that pulls you forward. It's the compelling future that makes the present-day disciplines feel not like sacrifices, but like the wisest investments you'll ever make. So, there you have it. The 5 things. It's not a complicated checklist. It's a philosophy for a life well lived, a way of moving through the world with intention, power, and grace at any age. It's the mindset of a director, the movement of a craftsman, the fuel of a champion, the rest of a sage, and the heart of a man who knows his greatest scenes are still ahead of him. Being fit at 80 isn't about fighting age. It's about embracing the immense power that comes with it. It's about respecting the magnificent temple you've been given enough to maintain its foundations, to keep its lights burning bright, and to throw open its doors to life every single day. And I'll tell you this from the bottom of my heart. That feeling, that power, that vitality isn't afraid of no ghost, no gym session. And it sure as hell isn't afraid of a number on a birthday cake. We spend so much of our lives running from the number, fearing the lines on our face, the subtle changes in the mirror. But I've come to a place of peace and power. I see it differently now. These lines aren't cracks of decay. They are the grooves of a well-loved classic record, each one holding a song, a story, a moment of laughter. So deep and true, it left its mark for me to remember. The strength in this body isn't for a trophy on the mantle. It's for life, for the embrace that's still strong and sure, for the walk that's still steady and confident, for the work that's still deeply meaningful. The secret I've found isn't hidden in a lab or a quick-fix fad. It's woven into the beautiful, simple, daily rhythm of moving with purpose, eating with respect, resting with intention, and loving with a wide-open heart. At 80, I'm not on the decline. I'm standing on a peak I spent a lifetime building, and I'm here to tell you, the view is absolutely spectacular.